Okay, so the important thing is this is the, it's belated, but he's okay with belated. It's the birthday weekend of my great son, Thomas Windsor.
Fun.
Much more important than
Amazing.
last week's birthdays, because this is my son. Paula, how do you feel being Tom's mother? Was it fun for you?
I'm so proud.
Now, when he came out of you, Paula, was he the same size he is now, like a big pumpkin? A big turkey? Is that he was the same exact size, or did he grow?
He was a bit smaller back then.
But he was pretty big load that came out of
He
you, right?
was 7 pounds, 11 ounces.
I thought you were about to say 70 pounds.
7 pounds, 11 ounces.
Like 7. That's why he goes to 7-Eleven a lot.
No, that's why he works
That's
at a
why he
casino.
sells food at 7-Eleven. What do I want to have for dinner? I think that's Doritos and some Cherry Crush. Right, Tom? Is that true?
He had a
He says
Slurpee.
yes. And a Slurpee, right?
A Slurpee.
Slurpee. So that's great. And he didn't do anything for his birthday.
Slurpees are not
And I asked him what he did for his birthday. He
get
said, I
laid
didn't do
and-
anything. And then Richard Wicka said, that's a good answer. You didn't do anything. Great answer. You like that answer, Richard? I didn't do anything? He did
What I
something
liked
on his
about
birthday.
it was so precise.
It was like, I didn't do anything.
You said, do you have a ban on birthday celebrations?
Yeah, and he said-
he just avoided it and said, I just didn't do anything.
Yeah, he just told me off. He didn't tell you off. He told me off. So we got Napoleon Dynamite here tonight. Vote for Pedro. I hope Pedro wins. Why should we
It's
vote
like
for
Little
Pedro?
Orphan Annie.
Why should we vote Little Orphan Annie?
He's amazing. He's the most amazing guy I know.
Why would Little Orphan Annie be speaking like that?
Little Orphan Annie doesn't.
Sing "There's Always Tomorrow" for us. There's always. That's a Christmas thing. Oh,
God.
what's the song with Annie? The tomorrow will be a long time or something, or it's always a day away.
Yeah, that's
Do that.
part of it.
Do that, at Little
No,
Orphan
you
Annie.
idiot. I'm not going to sing that.
Why? You're Little Orphan Annie. Obviously, voting for Pedro.
Bet your bottom dollar that
Yeah, dude, jump in, Little Orphan Annie.
tomorrow
All right.
There'll be sun.
Richard, are you just disgusted with American culture as I am? What's this Halloween shit? Old Man Wicka on Shanley Street does not...
Shaley Street.
Shaley Street does not welcome the kids. Old Man Wicka hates kids.
They actually went by his house.
Is that
Went
true?
next door.
You're the only one with dark... the only dark on the street. Other people need huge...
Richard, you
They have these huge pumpkins and huge decorations they spent like
Richard.
weeks on. And then there's a dark house where it says Old Man Wicca and says, keep off my lawn.
Richard,
And
you
there's
should
no
have given
lawn.
out little cups of
Keep off
health
my
drink.
lawn.
Off my cobblestones.
Why are you like that? Why are you so anti-kids
Greg,
and holidays?
he should have given out little glasses like paper cups, Dixie cups of health drink.
Oh, the green stuff in it. Yeah. What about that? That would have been nice. It would turn the kids on to health. Like, you remember the people used to give them apples until they started putting razor blades in them? And those people.
And
You could have
toothbrushes.
done that. Why are you so
Little
anti-kids,
toothpaste.
Richard?
Well, I'm not anti-kids. It's just that I don't participate in mainstream culture when at all possible.
Oh my God! Why are you anti-Halloween?
It's part of mainstream
You don't
culture.
like? Why don't you like mainstream culture, Richard? What's wrong with me? You like the Buffalo Bills, the NFL? That's very mainstream. Second most popular thing in America for white males after pornography,
And
the NFL, and you like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, there are parts of mainstream culture you can't avoid.
Oh, you can avoid the NFL, buddy. Watch some golf.
You can also
could-
pick and choose.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying you can avoid the NFL though.
You could avoid the NFL, but you can't avoid the effect that it has on people.
Well, let me say you can in
Well,
this
that would
room
affect
because
me.
Paula doesn't give a fuck about football. Pedro here, I mean, Napoleon doesn't give a
Shut
fuck
up!
about football. Ken doesn't give a fuck about
Hey,
football.
the Bills haven't let me down yet.
And Tom doesn't care about football. The only one in this room who cares about football is me. Everyone, all these other four people, you can totally ignore it.
Well, if only the world was just the people in this room.
But I'm saying
That would be
a
so
lot of
nice.
I'm saying a lot of freaks that come into your house don't care about football over
it's
the
like a
years.
Twilight Zone episode.
I'm thinking about like my brother. Football
Jim Prey.
is something that we can talk about.
We were talking about you and your brother in the car just now. Your brother is like the Bizarro Richard, right? He has,
He's very mainstream.
he's very mainstream. He runs a gun club. Used to run a gun club, right?
Nice.
Right. For years.
Is
for
he?
decades.
Is he an arch conservative Republican type?
I would say so, yeah.
Wow. So he's like the Bizarro Richard, arch conservative, mainstream.
Yeah.
The two things you're not, and of course the gun thing, which you're not into guns at all.
Anti-Richard.
You're anti-guns, right?
The anti.
You're not a pro-gun guy. Keep guns in the house. Being a gun club, right?
Correct. It's an attempt to solve a problem. It's the wrong attempt to solve a problem.
It's like trying to solve a problem with alcohol. You can't really solve a problem with guns because it just leads to more problems, right?
I've solved
Napoleon?
many problems with alcohol.
Yeah, she solved a lot of her problems with
Really?
men.
I don't have any problems.
But
Like
that's
what?
a good analogy because the
What?
alcohol
What? Come on. Is there
essentially
going to be a fight in the car? Come on.
Yeah,
it numbs you to the problem, but it doesn't make the problem go away.
right.
Oh,
It's a numbing
unfortunate.
agent.
And when you buy a gun because there's a lot of poverty in your neighborhood and people are breaking into houses,
Right.
it doesn't do a thing.
And
to stop
crackheads.
that,
It just puts you at peace.
and plus there'll be some. Usually there's some murders that happen that wouldn't have
Crackheads.
happened. Well, Ken is pro-gun, right, Ken? You're from the pro-gun culture. So see Ken sitting right next to you with his Elvis Presley suit on. Remember Elvis used to shoot the TVs out, Elvis, right? You remember that? He used to shoot the TVs out. Elvis was so pro gun he'd have a gun sitting there watching the show, eating his banana daiquiri sandwiches. And he had these sandwiches that were part elephant, part banana daiquiri. And then he would shoot the TV set. You've heard of this, right? Shoot the TV set. And that's what Ken's into. This is a pro gun guy. How many guns you have, Ken?
Oh, no. None.
You have guns in your house?
I don't have a gun permit.
Oh,
Can't
of
have
course.
one.
No, you can't have a gun
That's
permit.
right.
Let's not talk about this on the air.
Yeah. You can't have a gun without a gun permit. Tell the criminals that now.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
What? I don't have
Yeah.
a permit. I got to give up my gun?
So really,
Sweet.
David's the opposite of you. He
didn't like Robert Goulet.
right?
He didn't like
Generally, he's
Robert
the
Goulet.
opposite of you, right? The arch conservative, the gun nut, and of course he's totally mainstream. So he must embrace the NFL.
Well,
and
it's
Jim Bray.
something that him and I can talk about.
And do you speak
there's-
to him?
And oh yeah, we write each other at least once or twice a week.
Oh, okay. So you're not. Why don't you? Because you don't talk on the phone because it drains you.
Right. Correct.
Is it because David drained you over the years, so you stopped talking on the phone?
No.
It was en masse, right?
Yeah, it was in general. Talking on the phone was
If
draining.
you had to choose between talking to Little Orphan Annie
My name is Napoleon, all right? You idiot.
or Ken Gunnut Vaughn on the phone, which would you choose?
I would choose none of them because
You would choose neither of them?
all that would drain my energy.
Thank you, Richard.
Well, do the mainstream holidays drain your energy? All this bullshit with the Halloween on the street, the Christmas on the street, the Thanksgiving, all this nonsense? Does it
I
drain
wouldn't
you?
say it drains my energy.
Well, what else drains your energy besides phone calls?
That's a good question.
'Cause I think you've mentioned that many times to me, the phone call thing drains your energy. But there must be something else.
Something on your headset there?
Well,
Falling
Yes,
off.
there's something wrong.
It would have to be something that I would be pulled into.
And you're never pulled into anything because you're the most autonomous person on Earth, right?
But I can't, like talking on the phone. When you're on the phone,
You're trapped.
it's like you've dove into the pool.
It's like you've died and gone to hell.
Yeah.
You know?
can't get out. They won't let you off the line.
And I can't think of other things that
Just
like
that, that's
once
the only
you
thing
once
that-
you step into it, you're into it. You know, and then you got to make excuses. Well,
Well, if you were in a serious relationship, that would drain you because
Or-
you would be in it and it's hard to extricate yourself.
Or the Republican debate.
So you have no interest in having another serious relationship, right? Because you'd be in it and hard to get out. It would be hard to pull yourself out.
well, that's a question that I've asked myself.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking
that
on air.
are all relationships married to mainstream culture in some way?
Yes, they are.
You have to have relationships.
Even
it's human.
the
it's
great-
human
the great-
To, I don't mean necessarily marriage relationships, but you have to have interpersonal relationships because it's part of being human.
No, it's part of mainstream society.
We are not isolated animals. We are. What do you call it? When we
Social
are pack.
animals.
We are pack animals.
That's why we're all here together tonight as a pack.
Right.
Even the Grand Ayatollah turd bacon ski mask has mainstream thing going on. This is the kind of guy who's so mainstream, even though he's the Grand Ayatollah turd bacon ski mask, he goes to see a Paul McCartney concert with 18,000 other people. What could be more mainstream than that? You know, that's super mainstream.
I agree.
So even he, the freak, He has mainstream thing going on there. So yeah, you'll never have a relationship. To find a woman where you have no mainstream relationship with, the only chance of that to be no mainstream thing going on in your relationship with mainstream society, she'd have to be totally mentally ill, 100%.
I dated her. What? I was engaged to her.
Wow.
Now who are you? That's horrible. I hope you're not talking about who we think you're talking about.
Who do you think I'm talking about?
Well,
Who are you?
Oh, you
talking
don't want to
about?
mention names.
Oh, you can mention
I don't think you
names.
should even say
Go
that
ahead
kind
and
of
mention
fucking.
names.
It's
Go ahead.
America.
Yeah.
It's the land of the
Richard
free.
likes to mention names.
Go ahead and mention
I'm
it.
gonna mention
I can't
them.
believe
I'm
you're
gonna
saying
mention
that
names.
shit.
It could be somebody else.
It could. What does that
I've been
mean?
married three times,
We all
four
know what you're
times,
talking
one,
about, but now
three,
it could be
twice,
somebody else.
3 times,
That's
something
not
like
nice of you
that.
to say that shit in the air like that. It's not good. Napoleon or Annie or whatever the fuck you are.
Shut up, you idiot. I didn't mean
So
her.
that would be another example. He didn't mean her.
All right. You want to talk about insane? Okay, I'll tell you about insane. Okay.
Yeah, you're
okay?
insane, obviously.
Okay. I viewed.
Don't you have a John
I viewed-
3:16 sign
I
you want to
viewed.
put up?
What?
A John 3:16 sign?
Yeah, sure I did. Yeah.
Right, Richard?
yeah,
Does he
little.
with the John 3:16
Stop
person?
interrupting. Go ahead.
Do you remember that?
No, I'm not
I
gonna
remember
say.
that.
Yeah, he remembers it.
Yeah.
Because you follow mainstream culture, Richard. Go back to Napoleon Annie. Yes?
Guess what?
What?
And keep going.
Oh. Well, I viewed a photograph today of somebody who had a party last night.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
how
Who
was
was
it?
it?
I'm not going to mention names, but I'm
What's
just
the
going to mention
matter? Talking
one
about
of the guests.
mentioned two
One of
things,
the
you wanted the
wonderful
names.
one of the wonderful guests of the party was somebody who
bullshit,
gave
folks.
the
I'm sorry
the
you're
host
watching this.
who gave the host of the party a sexually transmitted disease, but
What the
is now welcome back into the family.
Now, Paul, is this from the Napoleon Dynamite movie or is this the Michael life?
I have never given anyone a sexually transmitted disease.
I've never had one.
Wow. So, anyways, Richard, let's face
Richard,
fact. I'll say it to you logically and clearly. You can avoid the NFL despite the fact that it has a lot of, especially men.
We're gonna
it
cut
really-
that part out of
It
the
really
show,
has a
right?
lot. No, we're not going to cut anything out.
Fine.
You didn't mention any
Sorry.
names.
All right, sorry.
There's a lot of men in your life that it's men really that dig the NFL so much where you can relate to them, right? But you could just say to David, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about, there's other things in life besides the NFL. And all the other people, all the other people in your life, like Jim Prey, just say, I
How
want to
is
talk about
Prey?
art. I
You
want to
keep
talk
bringing
about
Prey up.
How's
You don't have to
Prey?
be an NFL watcher.
And Jim Prey was here today talking about the NFL.
How was he?
But you're
So why
you're
can't he-
avid about the NFL.
Why can't he pick
I
and
think you're-
choose what he
But
he
I'm saying he
wants?
said that whenever he said because when he said again tonight, whenever it's possible, I try to avoid mainstream culture, and he does not make a point of. He makes a point of immersing himself in the NFL,
But why
which is the most.
can't you-
It's the most mainstream
doing?
thing in America for men.
But why
and I'll
can't
tell you why, because
why
porn
can't you
is
pick and choose?
a lot of the porn is not really mainstream, right, Ken?
How's Jim doing?
How's a lot of porn's not mainstream, right? Like the stuff you look at.
How the hell do I know? I don't watch it anymore.
Oh, you gave up on that? What happened? That's how I re-met you.
Eh,
You gave up on pornography? What
Yeah.
happened?
my computer's gone.
You were going to the library.
So you would-
to see
Library?
porn. Yeah.
Library. So you would be into
No, not really. I like the animation, I told you.
the animation pornography?
Yeah, hentai. That's better.
Is that from Japan?
Yeah,
Manga.
You love Japan animation pornography?
it's best.
Tentacle.
Really?
Tentacle sex.
How does that turn you
Why?
on? Don't you need real human beings on
No, I just like the.
Don't
like the
be
animation.
judgmental.
the big eyes?
No.
Is it the big eyes?
got nothing to do
Big
with it.
guys.
Eyes. Big eyes.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
He's not nothing like big guys.
Oh, all
Mr.
right.
Weirdo freakazoid over there. This guy likes women, right?
yeah.
So this is women doing things to men. Is it orgies or just one-on-one stuff in these cartoons? You like cartoon pornography?
Yeah,
Who doesn't?
You like cartoon pornography?
I love it.
it's great.
You've
I look
actually
for the
watched cartoon
superheroes
pornography?
and-
I want to draw it.
And the cameras.
Now, Richard, I don't think cartoon pornography is very mainstream. So, will you embrace that?
Well,
You ever watch it?
pornography is one step removed from reality.
That's true, of course, from day-to-day
And-
reality.
and,
Yes.
And cartoons are a step
Another step.
removed from that.
So you prefer live-action pornography?
So it's 2 steps removed.
It's
So
all
do you
the-
prefer live action? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what is another word for live action pornography?
Pornography.
Slut.
life.
Smut.
Real life people,
Smut.
like real
Smut.
people,
Yeah.
as
No,
opposed
no.
to a cartoon.
You're closer. Yeah.
Real
So you
life,
prefer that?
as opposed to a cartoon.
So you'd rather see a naked poster of a woman with a guy having sex with her than cartoons?
No, I'd rather have real life pornography. Which
Real life.
Oh, like
real
in front
people.
of you.
Real people.
People making love like a sex show, live sex show.
What about somebody just being in your presence? Why do they have to be?
You don't
making
like
love?
presents.
presence? You have people. You'd like to have someone in your presence? Just like a woman sitting there? Wow, that's kinky.
in your lap,
Paula, what about that?
Yeah.
He wants to see a woman sitting
riding
there.
you.
I could tell you so many weird stories.
About who, Richard?
Come on, share it.
Oh.
Is there going to be a fight in the car?
No, it's
Why
share
are we
it.
fighting the car?
It's about someone It's about
Another person we
someone
can't
I know.
mention.
No,
We can't
no,
mention-
No, they're dead. These
Oh,
these
well,
people are
you can
dead.
Oh,
talk
you're into
about it.
necrophilia. I love
No,
it.
it was a man who used to force his wife to get naked in front of people so they could enjoy her.
Is that what you're talking about, Richard? That kind of thing?
Yeah, ain't into
Well,
that shit.
yeah, give me some more details of this woman, this live pornography stuff. What is going on there?
Well, I was talking to an attorney once, and
Uh-oh,
and
what
he
did
was a
you do?
He was a criminal attorney, and he said, "You know, it's amazing. You visit people like the day after they're incarcerated, right?
Yeah.
And you start preparing their case, and they have all this hatred and this just anger boiling up outside of them, right?
Of course.
And he said, and then if, say they get sentenced to a couple of years in jail or something, he
That's
says,
even worse.
if you go back like a year later to visit them,
Yeah.
you'll notice that they'll sit down and they're a lot calmer and they're thinking, one of the best things in the world right now would be for me to just have a picnic and sit there eating a sandwich with a woman on a bench or on a blanket. It would be
What?
It would be the
Because
best
some
thing.
guy broke him off.
A naked woman?
No naked.
Would they be eating the sandwich off her body?
No.
Off her breast, then, like just like you take the sandwich apart,
Bosom.
like a
Bosom.
triple decker turkey club, and you put different parts on different parts. Right, Paul? We've talked about that. You put it on different parts
What?
of the woman's-
Her bosom.
on her bosom or her vagina or whatever, or
Her
feet.
snatch.
Camera and Paula.
And then she's not on camera.
Oh, damn it all.
Then, is that what? That's not pornography, Richard. Having a picnic with a woman.
No, you said
tell
it.
you.
Well, then, is pornography? Remember, you said real life pornography.
Real life.
Yeah, which
Which I think is a fascinating concept.
Yeah, but it's not eating a sandwich with a woman in a picnic. That's not pornography.
So, what do you define as real life pornography?
Well, you're saying
He's
it's
talking
real
about
life
naked
pornography.
pornography.
You're
You're
saying
talking
it's
about
real life
clothes.
pornography because she.
I like the
one of
idea.
them's-
I like the idea of real life.
Well, people are being
Yeah.
the woman and or the man are being aroused. That's why it's real life pornography. Having a picnic with a sandwich.
Well, I thought when you
What?
said real life pornography, you were referring to the fact that the sexual desire is present.
No, the feeling?
No, that's not what pornography is at all. No one's ever thought
And then-
pornography is the sexual desire present. It's sexual
talking
desire
about the
present right
interaction
now
of
in
two
its
people
room.
together.
Like
Paul.
when you- when-
Pornography,
Paul, right?
pornography has to have there has to be some kind of penetration for it
Yeah,
to
he's
be
talking about penetration.
Yeah.
for it to be
What?
classified
Yes,
as
talking about-
penetration.
Not
But what
sandwich
about-
penetration,
what
not
ab-
eating a sandwich.
What about
No.
this revolutionary
Yes.
concept of real life?
Well, when you brought that up, I said a little while ago, you mean like a live sex show happening in front of you? That would be.
You're redefining it.
Well, I agree.
But
You're redefining it, but that's not-
penetration is what
You can redefine it all you want. I'm just saying,
Intimacy.
up to this point in history,
Thank you,
pornography
Kenny.
has not been eating a sandwich with a woman in a picnic.
I
when
thought
you're both
I thought
clothed
there was
because
the.
you have
I'm
that's-
sorry. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry,
I know,
Napoleon
I am sorry,
Dynamite.
I am sorry.
What happened to your voice? Where's the voice? the fuck? You lose the voice? You're already saying like 10 or 15 words in this show.
He's down
You lose
ice
the
cubes,
voice
damn it.
already?
Napoleon.
Come on, Napoleon. Where's the voice?
I thought what I'd do is use Lance Zurek's voice.
No, you're
now.
wow, he's talking like Lance Zurich.
I'd like you to. I'd like you to.
Are you
consider,
bald underneath that wig?
What?
Well, Lance is bald. Lance is bald.
I only do voices. I don't. I don't do
You don't have any
heads.
respect, do you?
But
I wonder if Lance would think this is his voice. Say some other stuff in Lance's voice.
have you driven a new Acura?
Wow.
One of the most amazing things about Acura is that you can slip into the fine
Slip in,
Corinthian
huh?
Fine
leather
Corinthian
seat.
leather, like Ricardo
like
Yes, just
porn.
like a
Montalban.
Montalban.
What about
Easy
Ricardo
in there.
Montalban? Can you do him?
Turn. Of course I can do Ricardo Montalban. Kirk, my old friend.
Oh, that's right, because it's fucking Star Trek, so no wonder you know the
Of course
voice.
I know the voice.
Oh, God, these geeks and these freaks.
These
Look at this guy.
pornographic geeks.
Show a shot of him, Tom.
What I gotta say
Geek
is,
and freak. No, Richard, despite your fact that you're trying to redefine pornography tonight in the 21st century about a picnic sandwich eating thing, no, that's not pornography.
obscenity. Let's talk
You could
about
say-
obscenity.
If you want to change the definition, we can change the definition of anything in this room, and it doesn't. That's what Paula does. Well, I call a banana, something else. I mean, it's a banana. Pornography's pornography. It's not. Never,
It's a plantain.
People are including, like I said earlier, right? Everyone in this, not everyone. I don't know about Paula, but I would say Tom, Ken, Michael, and myself. We're all sexually aroused right now. It's getting you. And it's nothing to do with it's not pornography because we're sexually aroused. Men are sexually aroused so much at a time.
I'm not sexually aroused.
Oh no, not Michael. He's kind of what's it called, a eunuch. But
there you go. Wow.
Ken, you're sexually aroused, right?
Yeah.
Because he's been sexually aroused ever since he thought about the cartoon pornography. He's been thinking those big eyes. Those wonderful
Big guys?
Big eyes.
Big eyes!
Jesus.
Eyes.
Enunciate.
Eyes,
You're
bitch.
telling me to enunciate?
I want to be with black eyes. I want to give you a black guy.
I am.
What?
A black eye.
What?
Not a black guy.
You see these saying racist things over here? Punch him.
A big black
Don't you know
guy.
This guy is our conduit to the African American community. He doesn't
Yes,
appreciate
he is.
crap like that from you.
No.
Right, Paula?
Oh, I was misconstrued.
Can I tell the Oprah Winfrey story?
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Don't you know how to do that properly? Is it okay if I tell you the Oprah Winfrey story? That's how you do it.
I am.
No, I don't want to hear the Oprah Winfrey
Okay.
story. Is it long?
That's what she said.
Because he said black guys?
No.
Why would you jump to the Oprah Winfrey story
It
then?
was the story about it was on the O channel and the
The O channel.
Hey, Mike,
You know the O stands
Mike,
for.
There it is.
Busting
I like
a
it.
nut.
The O
Yeah.
channel.
They
orgasm
had, they
with
had
the
this
balls.
thing where this woman was
Hold on,
becoming
you
a
should tell the
man.
story about Oprah
This
Winfrey.
woman was becoming a man.
Oh, God.
And she
That's
was
horrifying.
once she started getting the male hormone.
Oh, right, she got super horny.
She said,
Yeah,
I
she knew how horny
cannot
she was."
believe that men are walking around the streets feeling like this and not knocking women down and having sex with them.
Exactly. Is that how you feel, Richard, when you go to the bakery? You're going to, like, knock women down? and-
He doesn't go to the bakery.
Well, what is the difference between, what did you just call it, sexual arousal or constantly sexually
Intimacy?
aroused?
A lot of sexual arousal every second.
What's the difference between that and the life force?
The life force. There is no such thing as the life force. You think of Star Wars. There's no such thing as the life force.
That's
You just made that what's it called?
Well,
Phrase up. Life force.
no, that's not. That's an actual thing.
Well, life force has nothing to do with. It's not the same thing as sexual arousal. You can have life force and not be sexually aroused, right?
What about the
Paula?
police
Yeah.
force?
Yeah,
The police
it's a
force
totally
is
different
sexual
thing.
arousal.
They're constantly.
You think life
What
force
do you
is
think about the
aroused?
police force?
Well, what's your, how would you describe the life force?
The life force would be, let's say you're not aroused at all, but you really want to keep on living because you have this life force pulsing through you. But you're not aroused though, at the moment. But you have a life force. Kind of like me right now. My sexual arousal, ever since I was sexually aroused, has faded to the max. I was interested, and then when Ken brought some stuff, the cartoon pornography, I
It just
lost
died.
interest.
It just died.
Hey,
Yeah, it died.
try it.
So it's totally different. The life force would be like the life force I have right now without sexual arousal. Like all, I want to live. Life force. Don't
but
take me
what,
away.
What
Tails on.
constitutes living?
What constitutes living? What's the definition of is? I don't. What?
I mean, is it connecting with other people?
No, that doesn't constitute living. If you're alive and
Breathing
you're not
air.
breathing air, you're living. You don't have to connect with other people at all. You can be a hermit.
He's very literal, Richard.
Well, he's saying, what is living? He said,
you're
what
not
is
gonna
living?
get
I was hoping he would
philosophical.
draw from his own experiences
You're not-
because
yeah.
he likes to perform with people, in front of people. He's connecting with the audience.
Oh yeah, but I don't
That
think
draw.
I'm saying.
He's feeding
If you
off
say
the
what is
audience.
living, I believe that living would be if for some reason one of us said we're going to stay in our house for probably Michael. If we're going to stay, get a shot of him. Michael would probably say, "I'm going to stay in my house for 6 months. I'm grieving." He wouldn't see anybody. He wouldn't go to work. He wouldn't be connecting with anybody, but he'd still be living. I mean, what is living? Are you saying what is great living? I might want to be connected with people, but just living, you're just breathing. You can be at home for 6 months, 2 years, whatever. Like
Lost its organ.
you could do that. If you have the money. That's living.
Well,
It's dead.
well, the life force has to do with motivation.
I hardly have any left now. It's almost gone. So the life force is draining. Is the life force draining out of me, Paula?
Well, it depends on what.
Is it
what we're
draining out of me or
doing.
not?
It depends on if you're talking about the book, if you're talking about the movie, if you're talking about.
Which reminds me, did we tell him yet?
What about
Did we
what?
tell-
The
we haven't
meeting?
told him yet.
Well, we had a meeting this week.
Finally? Yay!
Oh, man,
Can we achieve
on the
anything?
air.
With Emil Novak.
Did we achieve anything?
Is this any of your business, Ken?
Yeah,
How are you
it
involved?
is.
How are you involved in the
It
movie?
is.
Are you involved in the movie at all?
He's in
Yeah.
the movie.
How are you involved in it?
I'm the guy in the movie.
No, we cut you out. I told you we were going to cut him.
Oh my
Listen to
God!
him.
We had to cut Ken out because
Never listen to
he's
him.
not a good actor.
Never listen to him.
Are you an
Ken.
actor, Ken?
What am I with the meeting?
He's a damn
Are
good
you an
actor.
actor?
He's
I'm
a
listening.
damn good actor.
Okay, anyways, you're listening finally.
Finally.
I have the floor. So we
You
had
got
a meeting with
something.
Emil. What was that?
Go ahead.
He's always muttering things like Popeye off camera. Who did that?
Eat it.
What?
Richard, you did that?
No.
Oh, the voice man.
Annie Oakley.
I should have known Annie Oakley did it. Anyway, so we had a meeting with Emil Novak at Queen City Comic Books on Main Street in Buffalo, New York. And we went in there and we said,
Yeah.
Emil, you're a genius. I'm paraphrasing. This is close, though. You back me up on this, Paul. If I didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
I said, Emil, you are a genius cinematographer. You are amazing. You are so talented. And I want you, Emil Novak, to be very, very happy. And you're going to get all the credit you deserve on our movie. You're going to get assistant director.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna, what's a
Why don't
what?
you just get to the point? Why do you got to butter this fucking guy
No,
up?
let him go on. Let him go
This
on.
is the, you want to
building
hear
up
what
This is
the
the
story.
build-up. The
Oh, I'm
build-up.
sorry.
you want to hear about the meeting? This is the meeting.
I mean, do you skip to the end of a movie? You got to watch the whole thing.
Well, he's
yeah,
just
he's saying what you do
he's
is
just
you put
hyping it
you
all
put
up. Why don't you just say what he said? Go ahead. Sorry.
You put a DVD in and Ken says, well, I can skip to the last scene. I'll get right to that. What the fuck? This is part of the important part of the meeting, isn't it? This was the meat of the meeting.
I don't know.
it
You're
gives it
buttering the bread
concept.
kind of thick.
It's the
but
meat
go
of
ahead.
the meeting. Right, Paula?
Yes, it was part
Hey,
of
you
the
don't wanna
meeting.
But
just-
not
Seriously.
according to Ken
You're
Vaughn.
buttering
Ken
the
was-
bread kind of thick.
There's no
Go
place
ahead.
like home. And at
What
the
are you,
end.
Judy fucking Garland now?
The end.
What do you mean there's no place
I'm
like
saying,
home?
that's it. You skip over the whole part where, you say,
Hey, go ahead. Go
Glenda
ahead.
and the
I'm gonna
Munchkins
cut-
and all
I'm
that.
sorry.
No,
No, cut to
sorry.
the end.
No.
I'm going to tell you the whole story of what happened at the. It was how long was it? 45 minutes, right?
It was almost an
Oh,
hour.
my
Almost an
God.
hour
Jesus
intensive.
Christ.
But I don't want to tell the whole story in a couple minutes from an hour. That's not.
Damn.
Let's
We won't
just
make
jump to
it.
the end.
Damn you,
I'm going
Kenny.
to jump to the end
You
because
won't
Ken
make
wants
it.
me to jump to the end. So what happened is
It's a
we left the
half-hour
store.
show.
Paul and I got in the car. We went home. Anyway, it's
Ta-da.
happy birthday to Tom Windsor.
Yeah.
33 years old, his life is over. Now, do you think that Tom Windsor, Richard, his life should be over with? His life force at 33? He had the nerve to say it. We're all like double his age.
I'd like to say I felt like ending his life when he sat on the platform. And then he said, he had the nerve to say, well, who puts glasses on a chair next to their bed?
Oh, how dare he say that? Why does your protege always criticize you?
I go to my
Why?
optician and I said, these don't fit right anymore. Since,
Yeah,
and
you
he
changed.
says, what? They're all bent up. He said, what happened?
Yeah.
And I said, well, someone sat on them.
Put him next to your bed then.
How does somebody sit on your
right there.
How does somebody sit on your
You have a
glasses?
table right there, though, Richard. Tom just said.
I said I
Put
was
him on a chair.
asleep.
Put him on a table.
Before I go to sleep at night, I put him on the chair next to my bed.
All right. But
And
then you
then
sat on it when you were
somebody-
getting up to put your clothes on.
Somebody came in.
over while
Sat
I was
on the
still in bed, and they
Right.
wanted to talk to me. They sat and,
Right.
they,
Yeah.
and he goes, someone came over while you were still asleep. How's that possible?
Did you tell him to open door
doors are
policy?
I said, I leave my doors
Old man
open.
Wicka.
You leave your doors open.
That's crazy.
I mean, this I like him so much because he's
That's so
shocked
outside
so
mainstream
easily.
society.
You do a great Doc Brown.
That's outside mainstream society
he?
to leave your doors open, in the 21st century.
And he had
Right,
trouble
Paula?
comprehending that.
Yeah, I have trouble comprehending it. Ken, do you have trouble comprehending that?
Is he going to edit the film or what?
Sorry, I can't. I already told the ending. I
No,
can't
you
go back to
didn't.
the middle.
That ain't
was
the
the
middle.
ending.
That ain't the middle.
No, it's the middle. The meat was what I was telling you. Then you told me to skip to the end, so I skipped to the end. That's
You said you left. That wasn't the meeting.
That was the end of the meeting. We went to we got
No,
in the car.
that
Right,
ain't part of
Paula?
the meeting.
Oh,
The car
Paul and I
went
talked in the car on the way home.
We did.
And we said that Ken Vaughn is a wonderful, wonderful, lovely gentleman.
Oh, my
and she said, do not, under any circumstances, bring him alcohol tomorrow on Halloween because he'll go hog wild with that,
No,
with that
I
booze.
never said that.
Paula said, you can't
I
handle your...
never
Because the
said
last
that.
time when we brought the booze, remember, he was in the car saying crazy things to you about me tying you up and that would satisfy you more and all that stuff. Remember that? I take the fifth, she says.
What happened at the
try
meeting?
again.
So we have Napoleon Dynamite here tonight, and we have Richard Wicka. No, it's Napoleon Dynamite again. There's Richard Wicka.
And my glasses have been adjusted. They fit
That's
beautifully now.
awesome. Who really? I mean, that's great. That's awesome. I'm
Did
so
he just
happy that-
adjust them, or did he give you new frames?
He
And it was
not
a
only
great-
adjusted them, he did them with his bare
This
hands.
is really good talk show material.
Nice.
You're watching The View on